If you're a younger Verizon employee or somebody who was hired by the company on or after October 28th, 2012, you might be aware that you don't have access to the pension benefit that many of your longer tenured coworkers do. And as a result, your 401k benefit plays that much more of an important role in your retirement planning. And it's that much more important that you make the right decisions and do the right things in your 401k today to make sure that you can have a successful retirement. So today we're going to review the three most important decisions that you need to make in your 401k if you're a younger Verizon employee. The first decision you'll need to make is, when should I start saving in my 401k and how much should I be saving? And the answer for many of us will be as soon as I can and as much as I can. Many of you are familiar with the idea of compounding returns. Albert Einstein called compounding returns the seventh wonder of the world, and that's because it creates the opportunity for exponential returns versus linear returns if you were to just save in a bank account earning very little, if any, interest. And think of compounding returns like a snowball rolling down a hill. At the top of the hill, when the snowball is just starting, it accumulates only a little bit of snow with each revolution. But the more revolutions it takes, the bigger the snowball can get, and the more snow it can accumulate with each revolution. So if you were able to start that snowball higher up the hill, you have the opportunity to accumulate a bigger snowball by the time it gets to the bottom. And our retirement planning and saving for retirement works very similarly. If you were able to start saving in your 401k or saving for your retirement planning earlier in your career, you have more time for your money to work harder for you, and that can make it easier for you to accomplish your retirement savings goals. If you're somebody who's having a hard time getting started with contributing to your 401k, here's a tip that you might find useful. As a result of renegotiating and extending your contract through until August 2026, you will be receiving periodic pay raises. And each one of those pay raises is a great opportunity for you to increase your contributions to your 401k. That's because that's money that you aren't used to seeing hit your bank account, so you don't miss it when you increase your contributions to your 401k. That's a great way to get started or to continue increasing your contributions to your 401k. The second decision you'll need to make is, what type of tax treatment do I want on my 401k contributions? And there are two main types of tax treatment. The first is traditional contributions, where any contributions you make today are tax deferred, but you'll owe taxes on any withdrawals you make in retirement. And the second is Roth contributions, where you pay taxes today on any contributions, but any growth on those contributions and any withdrawals that you make in retirement are tax-free. It's more common for people in their 20s or 30s who are just starting out on their career to consider Roth contributions for a couple of different reasons. The first reason is you have many decades of tax-free growth potential on your assets before you start to use them in retirement. The second reason is because when you start your career, you tend to be in a lower tax bracket than you're expected to be in retirement. So paying the taxes today while you're in a lower bracket and getting the tax break in retirement when you're expected to be in a higher bracket than when you would be at the beginning of your career could mean that you pay less taxes over the course of your lifetime. Now, as you start to enter your mid-40s, 50s, and 60s, when most of us are in our peak earning years and in a higher tax bracket than we're expected to be in retirement, it can make sense to switch to traditional contributions, get the tax break today while we're in those higher income earning years, and then only pay taxes when you withdraw money in retirement, when again you're expected to be in a lower tax bracket. The third decision you'll need to make is, how do I invest my 401k contributions? Your age or your time horizon is one of the key factors in determining the right asset allocation for you. For people in their 20s or 30s, for example, who aren't going to be retiring for decades, they tend to own more stocks in their portfolio because they're less focused on the day-to-day volatility that comes with stocks, and they're more focused on the long-term growth potential that stocks may provide. However, it's also important to balance that with your tolerance or comfort level for risk or volatility in your portfolio, because if you're going to feel the urge to sell or abandon your investment game plan anytime there's volatility in your account, that can defeat the purpose of having a more aggressive allocation in the first place. So again, it can be very important to balance both your age or your time horizon with your tolerance for risk in determining the right allocation for you. There are many different investment options in the Verizon 401k. If you're new to investing or just getting started contributing to the 401k, a great place to start is by looking at the Target Date Fund series. Target Date funds take many of the investment decisions out of your hands and put them in the hands of a professional fund manager. And they start with a more growth-oriented allocation as you begin your career, and they glide path to a more retirement-type allocation as you get closer to your target date or your target retirement date. If you're interested in learning more about target date funds and the other investment options within your 401k, we just hosted a masterclass webinar where we took a deep dive into the Verizon 401k. We discussed the investment options and how you can use those investment options to choose the right allocation for you. We're going to be posting the recording of that webinar to our YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe so that you can see that video when we post it. As we conclude, I want to take a moment to share that the most common mistake that we see people make is delaying to address these important decisions about their 401k. And if you're a young Verizon associate who doesn't have the same pension benefit as many of their longer tenured coworkers have, it's all the more important to address these considerations now. And this is something that's easy to put off, but if you take a few minutes now to think about how much you want to contribute to your 401k, what type of tax treatment you want on those contributions, and how you want to invest those contributions, that can really set you up for a lifetime of success in retirement. We help all Verizon employees at all stages of their career with these considerations. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call and we'd be happy to help.